Hi, it's the first week of August, and that means it's Hatch chili season. So if you're new to Hatch chilies, they come from New Mexico, and they are in season August to October, and you can usually find them in your grocers. But you can order them online if you can't. Let's take a look at these. So they come in different sizes and colors. And what you want to do is you want to char them on your grill or your stove or even under your broiler. But what you want to do is blister the skins so you can get the skins off, and then you've got something to add to all kinds of different dishes, and you can freeze them and store them and use them throughout the whole year. So I'm going to show you how I do it on the grill. This year at the store, when we got these, they came with this handwritten label that says hot. They also had extra hot and extra extra hot. So I don't know what these are going to be like, but let's go to the grill and find out. I've had the grill going now for probably getting close to 10 minutes, so it's pretty warm. So I'm just going to start loading the chilies on and get them blistering. It's been maybe 3-4 minutes, and you can see already I flipped several of them. They're beginning to blister pretty nicely. As they're cooking, they'll soften up, and you can see like these little guys right here. They're pretty much ready. You can see that they're softened up, so I'm going to pull them off right now. So once you pull them off, you want to put them into a plastic bag, or a paper bag is fine, and seal them up and just let them sit in there for 15 minutes, and they'll kind of steam themselves and make the skin even easier to peel. I'm down to my last two, and it's been about 10 minutes total to get all of those roasted. So if you're going much longer than that, you probably need to turn up the heat on your grill. Alright, it has probably been 20 minutes and in the bags, and they are now cool enough that I can touch them. So let's pull one out here and see if I can peel this skin. So you can see that the skin cuts pretty easy, and then you can just peel. You might want to use gloves when doing this, because you do a lot of this, your hands are going to be a little bit spicy, but get this here. That's peeling pretty easy. So that's what your goal is. You want to get the skin off, because you really don't want to, the skin really is not pleasant to eat. So then once you get it peeled, you can cut off the stem here, and then you want to open it up, you want to butterfly it open up, and then you can see all the seeds in there. So you want to clean that out. Clean out your seeds, a little bit of the membrane if you can get that too, because that's where your major heat will be. Yeah, I guess if you want them extra, extra, extra hot, then go ahead and leave the seeds in the membrane. But get it cleaned like this, and then you can take that and put it into a baggie and freeze it until you're ready for it, till you're ready to use it, and then pull it out, thaw it out, warm it up, and use it. I'm going to taste this one just to see what the hot level really is. So let's go. It's spicy. Yeah. So very, very hot or extra, extra hot is extra, extra hot. But this is actually not bad. It's flavorful and um, yeah, it's tasty. It's good. Okay, that is the completed set of chilies. It took me, I would say, 2 to 3 minutes per. Um, some of them were a little bit more difficult than the others. It was the bigger ones, so I think I probably should have left them on maybe a little longer on the grill, but it looks beautiful. Next, what I do is I put maybe the bigger ones into a little sandwich baggie, and maybe the littler ones two in a baggie, and then put all those baggies into a big bag and put that in the freezer, and then you can pull them out whenever you want them, let them thaw, and they're good to go. All right, let's make some guacamole. Quick tip on avocados. When you get them at the store, unless you're going to eat them that day, don't get them when they're ripe at the store. Get them firm, a little bit firm, and then put them out on your kitchen counter somewhere where you'll see them every morning. Check them in the morning. If they're feeling like they're ripe, they're where you want them, put them in the fridge. And then they'll keep for several days, and then pull them out when you want them. If you just leave them on the counter and pull them off the counter when you want it, it'll be overripe and it'll be mushy and it won't be a good avocado. Alrighty, so let's get started. So you cut your avocado. Start here at where the stem is, and just go in with your knife down to the seed, and just follow the seed around. Just go all the way around, and then give it a twist, and you have your avocado. You can take the pit out. Be careful, and just twist, and you pull the seed right out. So then what I do, I take a soup spoon usually, and you can just go right around the edge of the avocado and the skin, and go all the way around, and you get out really clean. You can do that with both pieces. So then what I do is I like to cut it up rather than mash it up with a fork, and it's just always the way I've done it, and I think it gives you a little bit more chunky sort of final product. But you know, if you want to mash it, you can mash it. Okay, so that's good. So that's sort of what I go for. See, it's not real mashed, it's just cut up. Okay, so now what I do is I add some garlic powder, so maybe a teaspoon. I put in some salt and pepper. And then my secret ingredient, mayo. Now, if you don't like mayo, this is obviously optional, but you really can't taste it because I don't put in very much. I put in just a little bit, like that's it. Like, oops, you can't even see it, but I mean it's no more than a teaspoon, right? But I think it adds a little bit of creaminess that you otherwise don't really get. So then mix, and that gives you your base guacamole, which you can serve this. This is good right here. But then what I like to do is kick it up a little bit by adding some extra stuff. Okay, so for extra stuff, you could just do some sort of hot sauce. That's good. You could do green onions. That's good. what I do normally is I'll get, if we have some fresh salsa in the refrigerator, I'll take the fresh salsa and with a fork, I'll take out a couple big scoops of the fresh salsa. I use the fork because I don't want the liquid. So I just want the tomato and the onion and whatever's in the salsa. And that's really good. That's my normal guacamole is with the salsa. But today we're going to do the hatch chilies. So what I'm going to add is I'm going to add some tomato, which not a bunch, maybe a quarter cup, sort of that much, not really a ton. And then the hatch chilies. And so what we found with the hatch chilies is that you don't want to mince them up into small pieces. You want kind of reasonable little chunks of hatch chili because you want your bite, if you want a bite that has a hatch chili in it to be able to taste the hatch chili. If you cut them up too small, then they sort of get lost. So every bite may not have a hatch chili, but when you get one, you want to taste it. So we'll put those in. And then for lime, I've got just a quarter wedge, and I may not even put the whole thing in. I'm just going to put in, you just want a little flavor of the lime. I didn't even fully squeeze that whole thing. Then you mix. So it's looking pretty good. So basically, you end up with a guacamole that looks like that. So now we just need to taste it. Okay, let's taste. I picked out a nice chip. I'm going to get a piece here that's definitely has a hatch chili in it. Yeah, that's better. It's better than the little chunks because you get the flavor of the hatch chili. You can definitely tell there's hatch chili in it. Whereas with the little teeny chopped up stuff, you couldn't really tell. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you'll make this hatch chili guacamole.